Love Lies Bleeding is directed by Rose Glass, and she directed one of my favorite horror films of 2019, Saint Maud. And so ever since then, I've been on the lookout for her next project. And so when I saw the trailer for this film with her name attached as the director, I was immediately sold because I was like, I don't care who's in it, what the story is, what it's about. It's directed by Rose Glass. I'm in. And Rose Glass, with this film, does not disappoint. She strikes a home run yet again because immediately, as soon as the film begins, I'm into it. I love the score. I love the soundtrack. I love the cinematography. I love the directing. I love the editing. I enjoy the visual nature of this film because I think it has its own unique visual flair. And on top of that, the performances all across the board from every single actor, actress in here is top notch. We have Kristen Stewart. Kristen's character works at a local gym where she has to literally clean up other people's shit. And while at that gym, she meets Katie O'Brien's character. And immediately, as soon as I see Katie O'Brien on screen, my mind immediately went to She-Hulk. I couldn't get the thought of She-Hulk out of my mind while watching Katie O'Brien's performance in this film. It just kept making me think that this actress would have been a better She-Hulk than the one that we got in that god-awful TV show that had no premise, no story. It didn't go anywhere. Like, honestly, they just wasted Katie O'Brien in that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania movie.
We gathered who we could to fight. It's never enough.
What? Ant-Man and the Wasp wasn't dramatic? What?
I don't hate Quantumania like everyone else does because I actually think that Quantumania is a fun and entertaining experience. We have Jena Malone in here, and her character has a minimal amount of screen time. She plays the sister of Kristen Stewart's character, and there's a situation that arises that sends Kristen Stewart's character over the edge. So with what little we see of Jena Malone, we do get a great deal of insight into the situation her character faces. Anna Baryshnikov, I think, damn near steals the show. When I see her in interviews outside of character, it's a complete 180. She is a phenomenal actress. Her character is portrayed as annoying and a bit of a nuisance to Kristen Stewart's character, but she also plays a bit of a foil in the grand scheme of things, and so there are some interesting dilemmas that these characters get themselves into. Like, there's a bit of a love triangle going on here between Baryshnikov, Stewart, and O'Brien's characters. We've got Dave Franco, who plays the husband to Jena Malone's character, and just like Jena Malone, his screen time is very minimal, but with what we get, it does give us an understanding of his character and what he represents in this story. And now we move on to Ed Harris, and Ed Harris is a phenomenal actor. I love Ed Harris. He can't do no wrong with whatever character he is given, and in this film, it's no different. His performance is top-notch, it's phenomenal, it's believable. His character is the father of Kristen Stewart's character, and just like everyone else, he's also caught up in this grand dilemma, and it's intense because I'm so invested in these characters and their situations that when they get into these dilemmas, I'm on the edge of my seat thinking, what's going to happen next? How are these characters going to react and or get out of these dilemmas and situations that they constantly find themselves in? Overall, I think this film is phenomenal. It definitely solidifies Rose Glass as one of my favorite directors. But the one thing that does bother me with this film is the ending. I don't want to say the ending came out of nowhere. It was kind of to be expected because the movie does throw hints at you as to what's about to happen, but it does feel like it comes out of left field. There is no real explanation for it, and this is what Rose Glass likes to do. Like, if you've seen Saint Maud, you know that Rose Glass likes to ride that fine line between fiction and reality with her characters. All of her characters usually go through some sort of psychological experience, and in this film, the characters are no different. They're all dealing with something psychologically, and so when the ending happens, it's confusing because just like in Saint Maud, I'm like, is it real? Is it psychological? What is going on here? But it's not as blatantly clear as the ending to Saint Maud was, and so with that being the case, I was still emotionally invested with everything throughout this film, minus the ending. I think I have to watch this just a few more times to try and figure this one out. That's all I have to say.
Oh, fuck.